So let's move forward and we'll see few more things. Okay. So there is something called addOrCondition. So you would have seen that, whatever query, like multiple query or conditions you are writing, right? System treats it as and. So let's say you put my object dot add query priority not equal to 1, add query work not contains fixed. So it is and, which means this condition plus this condition both should be returning true. Then only your results will be returned. And means this and this both should be returning true. Then only your that rule will execute or your glide record will give query. But there may be certain situations wherein you have to put something like or. So how do you put that or within ServiceNow? So for that, this is the format. Like let me show you. So right now, if you see, I am putting like state is equal to new, right? But let's say I want a list of all the problem record where state is new or state is assess. I want or, like either new or give me state of all the problem record where state is equal to assess. So that or either this condition is true or this condition is true, or both can be true. Any one should be true. Okay, I want list of those records. So here I can put simply like this. So what will happen? It gave me this record also and this record also, because both condition match. Let's say here I put something like this, fix in progress. So it gave me related to all the record for assess, and it gave me all the record related to work, fix in progress. Okay, this type of code, if I have to write in my ServiceNow, how do I write? Via glide record. So I'll have to do something called this. Okay, wherein I will be declaring the object, where my object as usual what we have declared, and then we will write again another variable where q1, where like this is again variable, so you can put any variable name, not necessary q1 only. First condition will specify my object dot add query category is equal to hardware. So wherein I'm saying that give me all the change request where category is hardware. Then I will put this, I will use this variable dot addOrCondition. So this is also one out of the box function for glide record, addOrCondition, which will give me wherein I will be specifying or condition priority not equal to 1. Either the record should have category as hardware or it should have priority not equal to 1. Give me all those records, okay, from my change request table. So if I have to do it here, what I will do, so I'm asking like give me list of all problem records where state is equal to new. Okay, here I have to declare this as a variable. Okay, so where some variable name I can give, where let's say Ravi, I give Ravi is equal to this. Okay, then I put Ravi dot add or condition. It will automatically become. What do you want? You want or condition? You can put it or. Let's say I want something called fix in progress. I want list of all those records where fix in progress is the state. Now let's fix in progress to back here. So this is the shortcut I'm using. There is one 104. There is one plugin which we can activate ServiceNow utils to get directly. No need to do history list every time. To save time, we have that. So I'm putting like I want state as comma 104, which means fix in progress. I want either incident should problem record should be in new state, or I want all the records which are in fix in progress. If I run this again, you see right, the count has increased. So last two are returning are fix in progress, whereas above are new state problem records. So this is the way by which we can put or condition. Guys, this is something which will take a lot of practice because it is easy to understand but easy to forget also. So you'll have to do a lot of practice with respect to how to write or condition, how to write multiple and or. There will be multiple combinations also which are going to come up now. Okay. So you see, right, there is this another situation wherein you will have to write two and condition, which means two of the conditions are connected via and. Okay, but in between they have or also, like this one. Okay, like where my object is equal to incident. So I want I want record from incident table where my state is greater than 3. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, state is greater than 3, or state is state is lesser than 3, or state is greater than 5. This is first condition, A or B. Second, in between there is and. So it will system, if you are not specifying any condition, system automatically joins to condition via and block. So if you do not specify like add or condition, system understand both are and condition. So between either this or this, and priority 1 and or priority is equal to 5. So system, what we are saying to our system, that I want list of all the incident where state is lesser than 3 or greater than 5 and priority is 1 or priority is 5. This is how it will look like. Okay, so these type of complex condition also will come based upon your, the different use cases you'll get in your when you are working on your different projects. Okay, so how you can do like that, this is the way you will have to put. So remember with our condition how we did, we put one variable and then using that variable dot or condition. Similarly, because these two I have here, our condition is that between C and D, that is in blue color, there is one or condition. So I will declare that, and anyways system will understand, and by default I don't need to write anything in between. It is automatically connecting that. Okay, is this clear, or you need more information or detail or further explanation of it? I hope this is clear.
Like little more examples.
Okay, so let me show like this. This is the example which we are taking. Okay, so I want all the list of problem records wherein state is new or assess, and let's say I want to put something like let me see. Check. Let me utilize category, and category is hardware or category is something. So either I want record wherein all the states, problem state are in new or assess, and I want all the record from hardware and software. So either the category is hardware or software, or and the state is new or in progress. So right now we saw that there were some 8 records, right? If we run this condition, now you see total 7 records. Okay, I have group by state. Let me do that. Category. Let me get category so that it becomes more clear for you guys. So if you see, right, it is giving me result from both of them. So it is giving new also, new record which are problem record which are in new state, and problem record which are in assess state, right? And where category is software also and hardware also, because it is having those records. Let's say I don't have any category wherein it is hardware. Let me make it like software. Everything I'll make it software so that it will become easy for the rest of it. Now earlier you saw, right, we were seeing hardware also, software also. Right now technically hardware is not present in any of the problem record, right? So if I run the query back again, so what happened now? It is giving me list of all the problem record where state is equal to new or assess. So new condition is also true, and assess is also there, because I have problem record which are in new state and I have problem record which are in assess state. But if you see the second condition, I said that give me all the change problem record wherein category is equal to hardware or software. In this case, what happened? Hardware condition failed because there is no record. I updated it to software. So right now there is no record, but it is pulling all the record. So it is not bothering whether this condition is also true or not. If any one of them is true, it is returning me the result. Okay. So this is how you have to write. And when I say that same thing, you have to write in your glide record. What you have to do, again, you will be declaring one variable where, let's say, cat or category, where cat is equal to inc dot add query. So I will put that add query category category. Okay. Category done. Software. Put something category is equal to. Now this time, if you see, right, I am putting inverted comma. Why? Because it is a string. Okay, it is a string or text. That's why I am putting like this. Now again, I have to put or conditions. So cat, whatever variable I have declared at line number 5, cat dot add or condition, either software or hardware. Just copy this. So I'll update what is the backend value of hardware. It is hardware. Okay, now these two, if you see technically, these two lines are having. Now focus on this. Okay, these are two conditions. One condition is state is equal to 101. 101 means new. State is equal to 104, which means assess. Okay, state is equal to new or state is equal to assess. Here, these two are the condition. This or this condition. Either this condition is true or this condition is true. Give me result. And in between there is nothing, right? There is no other operator mentioned like or condition or add query. The system by default will join them by and. So which means from this to anything should return true, and from this to also anything should return true. Then only it will return the result. Let's say there are no record which are in new or assess. Okay, then system will not return the result. We'll see that one. Okay, and if you see second condition, right, what is there? I've written like category is equal to software, category is equal to hardware. So here we are checking for software, here we are checking for hardware. So any one of them are there, return me the result. If I run this, I'm getting some result I'm getting here, right? Let's say I make the state as something. Okay, let me update the state to something else, not assess or me. So what happens? I cannot do that. State that this is that it's environment. So, two records are there, so you can resolve. Earlier it was, please remember, okay, earlier it was fix in progress. I'm moving it to resolved state. So now earlier you seen that, right? There were two records. I have just moved them to resolved. So now there is no fix in progress record. So now what I am going to do, I will put my state as, let me put only this condition. I'll comment it down so that you get to know what is the go back to the create. So okay, so if you see now what I have done basically is only problem record with new, assess, resolved, and close. Only these 4 type of states are present in problem record table. Okay, and what I have returned, what I have put in the script basically is so I am trying to pull all the problem record, okay, where state is equal to 103. 103 means it is root cause analysis. But if you see here, there is no problem record with root cause analysis, right? And I'm also trying to put all the problem record where state is fix in progress. That is 104, fix in progress. Okay, so I'm saying to my system that either this or this should be true. Any one of them should return true, or both are true, then give me the result. And either this or this should be true. So in this case, if you see, there are no problem record with state as a root cause analysis or fix in progress. There are no problem record, right? So if I run this type of script, what happens? Nothing is returned because this part of the condition is joined to this part of the condition via AND condition, right? In between there is AND condition is there. Okay, so if we don't put specifically or, system understand there is AND condition, and what is happening because it is AND now. So this part has to be true, then only the result will be returned. So this is no problem record is in root cause analysis, no problem record is in fix in progress state. So this condition is completely failing, right? And this condition, even though it is true, but because it is joined by AND means this also should be there and this also should be true. Both should be true, then only it will give you result. In this case, nothing is returned because there is no record in root cause analysis or fix in progress. I hope this is clear. So let me update my condition, and I'll put something called new. Now I'm not checking for root cause analysis. I'm putting something called new. If I run this script, you see there are records which are being returned, right? And why? Because we have problem record wherein the category is software present, hardware is not present. If you see in this situation, what happened? System was checking whether any problem record with the new state or fix in progress is present. So it found that okay, there are 3 records where there are total 5 records. You see, right? There are total 5 records which are in new state, first condition. So it got 5 records. But AND condition is there where category is software or category is hardware. So either for all the records where the state is new, category should be either software or hardware. Those records only will be returned. So here, if you see, only category is hardware, is software for these 3 records. That is 40008, 7601, 1001. Only these 3 records. That's why when you run this business, this particular glide record, you got only 3 records because this and this both should be true. Then only you got right. So this is mixing of AND and OR. There will be certain complex condition which will be coming up. How do we write this? Is there any way by which we can simplify this? We will see that now. Okay. And then there is something called, if you want to work only with a single record, remember we said that we can put if, or there is something called get. Okay, so if you put something like glide record incident table and get, it will get only a single record and you can work with that. Most of the time it will be like you will be working around with multiple records, or sometimes you will be working with single, means you can utilize if. but there is one more function called get, which you can use to work or which you can utilize to query a single record within a table. Okay, so these are for single record this is. And then most common question which is there with respect to GlideRecord is, they want to find out a total number of all the incidents which are in any specific state or any specific category, total number. So how you get total number of records? You utilize get row count. This is one function. And then there is another class, that is glide aggregate, which you can utilize to get total number of records present on that particular incident table. For example, you have a business use case wherein you have to get all the incident record which were raised by, let's say, Thakur. So you have to write that query. So you can use either get row count, but get row count should not be used because it impacts performance. You should be utilizing glide aggregate class so that you can get the count at one go. Okay. Then we have something called addEncodedQuery. So if you see, right, what does addEncodedQuery do? It helps you to combine all of this. So if you see, literally we have written almost 1, 2, 3, 4 line of code, right? Wherein we have to remember that we are connecting properly with variable declaration and everything we are, right? So I can combine all this using addEncodedQuery. I can utilize addEncodedQuery and I can combine this everything in one query, in one single line. How do I do this? So I'll have to type nothing but inc dot addEncodedQuery. I will call this function and then I will build up all this condition, whatever condition I have written, right? I can go in my system and I build up this condition and I can put that condition here. Let's see how. So right now I'm looking for all the incidents which are in either new state or fix in progress. So let's build up here. So what I'll do, I'll come up here to the list view. I'll put something called state is new or state is fix in progress. This is these two lines, right? State is new or fix in progress, correct? Now my second condition says that category is software or hardware. So what I'll do, and category is software or category is hardware, right? So these are the total 4 conditions which I wanted to do. So what I'll do, I'll run this. So these are the 3 records which are satisfying my condition. Okay. So what I'll do at the end here, where hardware E is written, I'll do right click and there is something called copy query. I'll do copy query. My query got copy. It was already generated by system. And what I'll do, I'll put inc.addEncodedQuery and in the brackets and within inverted comma, I will put this. So if you see, whatever this 4 line of code was doing, okay, you were able to do it in single line of text. It is combining all the conditions into one single line, and it will behave or it will return you the same result. So let me comment these lines which are there for earlier. Okay, so you are getting 3 records, right, based upon these conditions. So now I'm using addEncodedQuery. If I run this, I'm getting those records. Okay. So this is the simple way by which you can write complex. addEncodedQuery can help you to write complex condition under a single line itself. You can build your query in the list view, and then wherever your last condition is ending, there you do right click. Just do right click and do copy query and put everything in object.addEncodedQuery, put everything in the inverted comma. System will understand. So you can see, right, this is one way of optimizing your code. So earlier you were writing code of 9 lines. Now it got reduced to some very limited ones. Put something like that. Now total 11. If I remove this entire part, it gets shifted to only 7 line of code, right? So add encoded query you can utilize to build up complex conditions within GlideRecord and optimizing your code. Then we have something called, okay, this is the thing which I have explained how to build up add encoded query within ServiceNow. And this is the example related to that. So this is related on change record, wherein they had certain condition change, approval is approved, and all those multiple conditions they had. They combined all those conditions and it became a single line. Add encoded query and everything became a single line. So you can write multiple and or also, which is a bit confusing if you don't remember the syntax. Or you can do one thing, you can build up your condition in the query builder of your list view, and then simply copy that query and put add encoded query and put it. System will understand everything. Okay. Okay. With this, our GlideRecord ends. Okay. So now the next topic which we will be covering is nothing but your scheduled jobs. Okay. So what are scheduled jobs we will be discussing, and then further how we move within our sessions, right? We'll be discussing about events, and then we'll be discussing about notifications. Okay. So what is scheduled job? Scheduled job is nothing but a piece of code, okay, which runs automatically based upon certain conditions and certain time zone, whatever we have specified. Okay. So it is nothing but a piece of JavaScript code which runs on the server side, and it runs based upon some timestamp or some schedule which we have shared for that. And remember, when we were discussing about the business rule, basic business rule, that time we saw that scheduled jobs are one of them which executes in the backend. Okay. So scheduled job is nothing but a JavaScript code which runs in the background, okay, and based upon certain schedule. And why do we need basically scheduled job? So let's say there are certain use cases wherein you have to automatically generate a report and distribute at specific time based upon users' time zone. Okay, so like one classical example we have connected, like we discussed earlier, that there is, let's say, Fakruni is in some time zone and Yugandhar is in one particular time zone, and Yugandhar requests a particular report in his time zone. No need for Fakruni to wake up every time and run that report. What she can do, she can write a scheduled job which will run in the background, okay, at specific time, and it will automatically trigger the report to Yugandhar's mailbox. Simultaneously, there may be certain business use cases wherein you have to automatically generate certain records. Let's say incident record, you have to automatically create. Let's say whenever an email with a specific subject comes to ServiceNow, right? That time you have to generate some incident record that you can do. Okay, there are certain business logic you have to run on a specific timestamp. Okay, like creation of problem record, generation of user record within system. All that logic, you can do it via scheduled job because it will work automatically based upon the time. It literally needs no or very bare minimum human intervention, wherein we have to actually come up and do. Once you code it, it will automatically trigger whenever the condition meets, and whenever the time comes up, whatever you have specified on that job. Okay, certain scheduled jobs which may be required to run at every month end. Okay, so let's say at the end of every month, I want list of all the problem record or incident record which got created in that particular month. So let's say April end comes up, I want list of all the incident record which got created in month of April. Okay, such type of report, such type of logic, which if I want, right, I can write it via scheduled job. Or there is something which I wanted to do over the weekend. Let's say over the weekend I want to trigger certain notification wherein if anything gets created over the weekend, right, any concern is raised by anyone over the weekend, such type of things I can do it via scheduled job. I need not to actually come up and log into the system. I'll have to write job at one time and leave it. The job, whenever that specific condition meets and that time arrives, job will automatically take care of whatever thing is required. Okay. Then what are the different states of scheduled job? Like in incident, you would have seen that there is something called new state, open state, new, open, work in progress, pending, and then resolved, closed. These were the different states. Similarly, scheduled job also has different state. Okay, so first state is ready state, wherein the scheduled job is ready for execution. Running means scheduled job is running. Queued means it came into one queue. There, all the scheduled job will have priority, which means the jobs which are important jobs for system to work properly, those jobs will execute first. Then the jobs which you have defined will be running. So it will be waiting in a particular queue, which means your job has came into the queue and it is waiting for its execution. Error means the job has failed because of some condition failed. Your conditions are not matching, or time zone, the timestamp which you have provided, it is not matching, or there is some server logic. Because these jobs execute on the server side, there can be some error also, which can get generated based upon whatever logic you have written. Okay, so these are the different states which are there. You can keep it as for your theoretical purpose. Okay. Then how do we create schedule job within system? So you have to do nothing but again go to your application navigator, type schedule job, and then click new. The moment you click new, there are three types of schedule jobs you can do, or the three type of things you can automate. As simple as that. First thing, you can automate the generation of report. Okay, so you can automatically generate a particular report within system, and you can share with people. Second thing, you can automatically generate some sort of incident record, change record by using some incident template. Third thing is you can write some business logic to run certain scripts. Okay, wherein you want to close incident over the weekend, wherein you want to restrict somebody to update a record over the weekend. All that you can do as schedule job. Okay, so let's show you. Let me show you how you are going to write schedule job. What you have to do, you have to come here in the application navigator, type schedule job. The moment you type schedule jobs, under system definition, you can see right schedule job. You can click that, and then it will give you a list of all the schedule jobs which are already present in the system. And these are the system scheduler. It will give you a list of all schedule jobs which ran today and which are in the queue, or jobs which are running little slow because of some other jobs, right? So this will give all those details. But you have to come to system definition, schedule job, click on new, and then you will be presented with three options. So you want to generate automatically report, you will click on first one. If you want to write some logic, you can click on second one. You want to trigger certain business rule or certain scripts, you can click on the third one. So let's say a very simple one. I want to send some report. Okay, so let's say I will select existing report whichever is present. Let's say there is this report, I want to send it to somebody. I'll select that report. I will put some name here. Schedule job. I will put something. Schedule report. I will put schedule report. And what I'll do, I wanted to run, make sure, let me say that I want this particular report to run on a weekly basis. So which particular day I want this report to run, I can select that particular day. Okay, so it can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I need not to log in every time. Let's say I want this job to execute on every Saturday. What time? Here hours means what time I need to run this job. 00 means it will run midnight 12 o'clock. So if I put something like 14, it means it will run afternoon 2 o'clock. So let's say I want this job to run night 1 o'clock. Okay, and I can specify to whom this report needs to be sent. So let's say there are few records which are there. Let's say I want to send to able tutor. I want to send it to this person, this guy, and then I log this. Let's say there are certain people whose email ID is not present in the system. I can put that email ID here. Okay, I can specify. Let's say in my system, Fakruni's email ID is not present. I can take her email ID and put it here. Still, it will send. I want to send this report to a specific group. I can select that specific group from here, and I can save it. And then what subject I want. Whenever email will be sent, right? Every email comes with one subject and one with body, right? So what subject I want, I can put that subject. Business service by location report. Let's say I want to put something like weekly business service report. Okay, and then put I can put that content. I can put any content here. Okay, this is like you are composing your email, what type of email body you want, you can put all that. And in this particular report, you want to send in which format, you can select that format. You want PDF. So I believe this is some sort of uh, okay, this is some sort of pie chart type of, okay, this is pie chart of type of a report. That's why these options are coming, wherein it is showing as PDF, PNG, or these are the multiple types in which this particular report can be sent. But if you say, let's say there is some report which is in list format, you will see Excel and XLS option also. Okay. Another important thing is, let's say your report is pulling a huge chunk of data. Okay, which means the report generation can take time. So you can zip out the report. So what will happen? Report will get generated and it will be zipped so that the overall size also will be compressed. And then you can include other reports also. Let's say you along with this, there are certain other scheduled job which you want to run. You can select those scheduled report from here. Okay, and you can select the letter size as A1, whatever size. You can select all these options. Okay, A4, custom, legal. You can select all that. The moment you are done with this, you can hit submit. What will happen? Your job will execute on that particular timestamp. So I have generated this particular schedule job. Okay, if I open this, it will send the report to these people and this group, and it will run weekly, Saturday at midnight 1 p.m. Okay. So this is one part of schedule job, and with schedule job, I said right that you can write entire logic of creation of incident and everything. You can, if you select this option, run a script of your choosing. You can use your GlideRecord, glide system, everything here, and you can specify when you want, monthly you want, periodically you want, business start date, end date, everything you can specify here. So because this runs on the server, you can use all the APIs such as glide system, GlideRecord, glide date and time, everything here. Okay, it will run on the server side. And once you write that logic and you specify the time when this job has to execute, you need not to come and check it again and again on a daily basis. Okay. So this was it about schedule job. So all of this content is already provided here. So when you are writing schedule job, you can put it, you can just go through this particular PPT and, if you have in doubt, let me know. And one important thing, let's say there is one condition wherein you have to send report every month. Then, so what you will do, you will write a schedule job which will run on 31st of every month. So because some month have 30 days, some month have 29 days, some month have 31 days, right? You can specify that job to run on monthly basis, but you will be specifying the date as 31st so that it will automatically consider the last day of the month. Okay. So this is one important point, and this is one important interview question as well. If you have to get report every month, then what do you do? Because some month have 29 days, some month have 30 days, some month have 31 days. Sometimes it is 27 or 28 days also. So when do you run your schedule job? How do you configure that? For that, you have to put the day, you run the report monthly, and day select as 31st. The ServiceNow will automatically understand that you have to send this data on every month. Okay. So this was it about schedule job within ServiceNow.